Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing a video that could go down well or potentially embarrass me for the rest of my life. So, I kept a diary a lot when I was younger. I don't so much now, but honestly, look how good my handwriting was there. My handwriting right now is absolutely flipping terrible. If you let me just go get a pen a sec, I'll be right back. My handwriting back then was so good, and I always used to get compliments on that. Nowadays my handwriting is terrible, I'll show you. Now that's not my best, but that's normally how my handwriting looks on an average day. Terrible. But back then my handwriting was really neat, so I don't know where. I think when I got into primary school or whatever, when I got into secondary school and that, I believe that my handwriting just got really bad or whatever. But yeah, I used to have really good handwriting. So today I used to keep a diary when I was younger, and I know that most people keep diaries private and that, and there are a lot of things in here that I wouldn't read to you, but I decided that I'm going to read all of the Strictly related articles in here, entries even. So here we go. Now some of these are really embarrassing. Like, I used to actually record all of the scores each week, and I used to write them up in my diary. And sorry, I sound a bit weird because I'm recovering from a cold. So yeah, here we go. 11th of October 2014. Tonight, Mum and I watched Strictly at 6:30, and we loved it. Donny Osmond was a guest judge on it, and he sat between Darcy and Len because it was a movie special. Darcy looked gorgeous in a red flannel dress. She had her hair normal, and she looked a total ex-ballerina. The dreadful ones were Judy and Anton, Scott and Joanne, Jennifer and Tristan, and Tim and Natalie. The best was Frankie and Kevin. Craig gave them an 8, Darcy a divine 9, Len and Bruno 9, and Donny 10. Tomorrow the dance-off has to be between Scott and Joanne and Jennifer and Tristan, as they were the worst. Sorry, I can barely talk, but I need to film, otherwise I'm not going to have any videos over the next week or so, and I'm trying to build up my subscribers. Sorry, I sound absolutely dreadful. Okay. 12th of October. None of the good ones left. Jennifer lost out to Simon Webb, who was brilliant. Not everyone liked Donny. When Simon was in the dance-off, Donny said, "I was in the situation in week 7 myself, but I went on to win it." He meant Dancing with the Stars. People thought he was boasting about how good he was, but he meant to give advice. I liked him on Strictly. He's got a great voice and he's very good. We had the same name song, Puppy Love, but we have no other similarities. I basically wrote a song called Puppy Love when I was about 9 years old. It was an absolutely dreadful song about my dog. I wouldn't sing it to you now, so don't even ask me to sing it because I'm not going to. However, Donny Osmond had also written one as well. 18th of October. This is the fourth week of Strictly. I decided to take notes of the scores. Darcy looked gorgeous. She wore a grey shoulder swing dress and her hair was piled up at the back. Craig's the Simon Cowell of the panel. He won't give a 10 unless the dance is exceptional. Darcy's a good fairy. Len's very truthful, and Bruno's way of explaining things is hilarious. The first couple, Frankie Bridge and Kevin Clifton, danced the cha-cha-cha to Call Me Maybe. Frankie wore a short blue dress with dangly bits on. They got 4-8, so they ended up with 32 overall. Mark Wright, my favourite, is from Towie, and before he joined Strictly, his friends called him Marky No Moves, but now he could be called Marky Yes Moves. Oh yeah, by the way, I'd just like to butt in that most of my favourite couples never go far in the competition. My favourite in this year that's just been was Aston Marigold, and he didn't get very far because he got knocked out. The year before, my favourite was Judge Rinder. But yeah, my favourites never win. They come close, but they never win. He and Karen Hauer, that was Karen Clifton, but that was before she got married to Kevin, danced a quick step. Craig, Darcy and Len gave them 7 and Bruno 8, so they had 29. Judy Murray and Anton Dubeck were not very good at the tango. You look like you had a rigor mortis, darling, Craig commented. Did you like my impression of Craig there? Certainly not flawless, but it was certainly a great attempt, praised Darcy. She never puts the couples down, unlike a certain judge. She lives by the proverb, spend your life lifting others up, not putting them down. 100% with the others, it was a great attempt, Bruno said. It certainly wasn't exceptional, but as the others rightly say, but you came out and gave it your all, so well done, said Len. Craig gave 4 and the others 6, so they got 24 points. Simon Webb and Christina Rehanoff. Oh, I didn't like her at all, Christina. And I don't like her even more now that I hear that she ran off with Shirley's ex-husband. Compensated for last week when they beat Jennifer Gibney and Tristan McManus in the dance-off. Craig gave 7 and Darcy, Len and Bruno 8. I knew there was a star in you, Simon, Darcy told him. Alison Hammond and Aliash Skorianek, well, I can never say his name, were quite good at the samba to Bootylicious. Craig noticed faults, however, and gave them a 6, and Darcy, Len and Bruno 7. Scott Mills and Joanne Clifton's dance was diabolical. Craig said it was terrible and gave them 2. Darcy, being kinder, gave 5 and Len and Bruno went for a 4, so they scored a pathetic 15, the lowest score of the entire series. Steve Batchel and Ola Jordan did the same dance as Alison and Aliash and got the same scores too. Pixie Lott and Trent Widden's Rumba made Pixie cry. Oh yeah, that's a debate that, I'm sorry, I go off track a lot, but that's a debate. How do you say it, Rumba or Rumba? I say Rumba. Made Pixie cry. She cried at the end. She looked lovely in a purple dress. That was a brilliant performance. You've worked so hard, Pixie, Darcy said. I don't want you to cry because I know you're great. Tim Wonnacott and Natalie Lowe were dreadful. They got 3 from... Sorry, Evie, I know you're a great fan. I'm not talking about Natalie, I'm talking about Tim here. Just telling you. I know that you're an absolute Natalie fan, but no, I'm not talking about Natalie here. I'm talking about Tim. You have to admit, Tim, bless his heart, wasn't very good. They got 3 from Craig, 6 from Darcy and 5 from Len and Bruno, so they were penultimate bottom with 19 points, just above Scott and Joanne. Sinatra Sarkar and Brendan Cole were much better than Tim and Natalie, and Sinatra looked gorgeous, but nowhere near as delectable as Darcy. Can I just say, I didn't like Brendan Cole. I'm so sorry. Anybody that actually liked Brendan, I'm so sorry, I didn't like him. They got the same scores as Stephen Oller and Alison and Aliash. The penultimate couple was Jake Wood and Jeanette Mambrara dancing the jive. Darcy loved it. It's time to get the scores from the judges, the voiceover, Alan Denicote said. Craig Rebel-Horwood? 8, decided Craig. Darcy Bustle? You can tell I liked it, and 9, shouted Darcy. Len Goodman? 8, said Len. Bruno Tonioli? 8, agreed Bruno. The last couple, Caroline Flack and Pasha Kovalev, danced a quick step to one of my favourite songs, We Go Together, from Greece, and received exactly the same scores as Jake and Jeanette. This time round, though, Len gave the 9 up Darcy. Okay, I'm going to skip this one. Okay, this is the last one. 25th of October. Strictly Night has come round again. I watched it downstairs with Nan because Paddy was upstairs. Paddy is my stepfather. He comes over once or twice a year from Italy, and yeah, that's his name, Paddy. In my A4 notebook, I carefully wrote along the top, CRH, Craig Rebel-Horwood, DB, LG, and BT. When the judges made their entrance, Craig spun around like Jay Markwick. Jay Markwick, by the way, is a dancer in the place where I live. The opening dancers were Jake Wood and Jeanette Mambrara with a quick step. They were very good, but Craig did notice some faults. He gave them a 7 and Darcy, Len and Bruno an 8. Sinatra Sarkar and Brendan Cole did the Viennese waltz and they did really well. You did really well, you two, but you need to watch your shoulders, Bruno commented. Well done, darling. You did very well, Craig said. That was a great routine, you two, Darcy praised. The Viennese waltz is a difficult dance, you know, and you gave it your best, so well done. I'm just rushing through it a bit here. Scott Mills just can't dance, and Charleston just isn't his dance. But I have to say, Craig was extremely mean. Last week he said Tim and Natalie danced like they were wearing soiled nappies, and this week he wasn't much kinder to Scott and Joanne. You're an exception to the rule that anyone can be taught to dance, darling, he said. That Charleston made me want to laugh and cry simultaneously. What more do you want? Bruno almost shouted. Craig gave them 4 and then Darcy and Bruno 5, so they were bottom of a pathetic 19 points. I have never known Darcy to give less than a 5. Next came Tom Evans and the Vetter Shutter dancing a cha-cha-cha. They were much better than Scott and Joanne. Very good, Tom, said Darcy. You really push him to his limit, Vetter. I'm impressed. Well done, but your cha-cha-cha looked more like a salsa, said Bruno. Mark Wright and Karen Howard's samba was dynamic. Last week they narrowly avoided elimination in the dance-off against Tim and Natalie, but there's no chance this week. Mark, those hips know how to party, said Darcy. You've worked so hard, so yummy, so dynamic. She was so excited her fists were clenched, and she was banging them on the desk. It's time to get the scores, the voiceover, Alan Dedicote said. Craig River Hallward, 8. Darcy Bustle, a crazy 9. Lane Goodman, 8. Bruno Tonioli, 8. Agreed, Bruno. So Mark and Karen were in the lead with 33 points. That's basically all I wrote. So I'm going to leave it here because I'm running out of memory. Please leave a like and subscribe, send in your requests and that, and I'll see you soon with more videos. You'll get more videos from me this week because I'm off, and I'm so sorry if you couldn't understand my reading. It is just that I've got a dreadful cold. Anyway, see you soon. Bye.